afternoon, everyone. And shall we start?
Yes.
Today we are going to prepare for a debate in class on the motion we should not eat food from animals that were cruelly treated. And first, we may discuss about some foods that come from animals which are cruelly treated. And from the paragraph, we can see that there are free food that is from animals that cruelly treated, and the shark's fin soup is one example of that. Since the shark fin soup is made with fins that are sliced off sharks in open water, and the shark is then tossed back into the water, leaving the animals to drown or bleed to death. So it is very cruelly treated. And how about your opinions?
Yes, I agree with you. I think shark fin soup is cruelly treated is because the shark are not killed and the fishermen is only take their fins and leave the shark in ocean.
Yes, let me add some points for this. For example, there has a goose liver, and for that, that food comes from there. This to force them to eat large amounts of prawn, which is pushed down it through a long metal tube.
I think that goose liver is very cruel. It's a cruel food because imagine that you don't want to eat, but you are forced to eat large amount of food, and you will feel very painful. So it is very cruel to them. And
I agree with you. Your idea is very good. What do you think?
And shall we move to this point?
yes,
For the agreements for the motion, I think in the world it's not only have humans, it's also have some animals in the world, and I think animals also have their own right to live in this world. It is fair with us, and I think the rights of humans and animals should be equal.
yes, I see your point. And let me. And I also want to suggest an example. And there is some in the world there are some vegetarian. They don't eat. They even don't eat meat because they think some poultry is cruelly treated, and they don't want these animals to be such painfully treated. So they don't want to eat meat, and this is an example for this motion too.
Yes, besides of this, also some food in the world have been changed more. For example, some food they add some taste that is very like it seems like the meat that we eat every day. For example, the ham, that taste will change. Put it in the food, and the food has that taste. Yes, and I think that instead of the meat.
Yes, I agree with you. From the paragraph, I think shark fin soup is very cruelly treated, and I think we should not eat shark fin soup because if we want to eat the supply, the demand will be increased. So the restaurant will supply more shark fin. So finally, it will decrease the number of sharks in the ocean. And I think after 10 years we cannot see shark in the ocean. What is your opinion?
I think that this is a point of how do we to prevent the animals from cruelly treated, but not the arguments for the motion. When we consider debate, and we need to think about the endless against arguments for the motion. So why don't we move to the next point?
Yes. And for anything else, we think that is important in this debating. For that, I think in the world there are a lot of government, and and I think all government in the world it should have some laws to protect the animals that is discussed.
And we need to think about that. This point is first we need to discuss is about some may think that we should eat food from animals and that were cruelly treated, and we need to think about why do they think this. And my opinion is that some places might rely on this food, and we all know that if you want to eat the meat from whale, and they were actually cruelly treated because such as a place that is called Qingdao, and they need to rely on whale meat for living because the weather there is very cold, and whale meat is act as a heat insulator, and they can keep warm. So some can't avoid to eat this food from animals that were cruelly treated.
This one.
Yes, and I think our presentation is ended today.
Hold on.
One minute response.
Cho 1 minute response.
response 個題目咧係咪係要係呢份？examiner 嗰份。呢個係
1 minute 淨係可以最多加減2分。
錄緊嘅。So I will start from Heidi first. Should school canteens stop serving meat? Do you think?
I don't think school canteen can stop serving meat because not all the people are vegetarian, and some hate beans and such as those can also supply the nutrients that meat can serve, and they rely on the meat and can provide them such as carbohydrates, proteins, so nutrients. So I don't think that school can also can actually ban meats.
Okay. Do you think eating shark's fin is wrong?
Is wrong because many shark sea is no shark.
That's the end. Okay. restaurants should stop serving shark's fin?
I think restaurant should not serving shark fish because if they serving shark fish, some people may want to try shark fish. So if the restaurant does not serving shark fish, no people will eat shark fish because it is very difficult to find shark fin soup. So we can save the shark in the ocean. That's all. Thank you.
Should animal rights be protected?
Yes, animal in this world is not only have humans, they also have animals. I think humans and animals should have their equal rights, and it's fair today. I think for this, our government should make some laws that have to protect our animals. It's because some kinds of animals that is exhausted nowadays. Nowadays, so that if we don't make this law to protect them, many animals we may not see in the future.
Sorry.
Next.
Extinct 係絕種，endanger 係瀕臨絕種。